Welcome to the testing world. In this session, we are going to use JDBC step in SoapUI free version. So first of all, I have a project. Inside the project, we have a test suite and test case. I'm going to add a JDBC request step over here. So now we have JDBC request step. Hope you remember in case of SoapUI Pro, we have a configure button and we can set the configuration from here itself. But in a case of SoapUI free version, everything we have to write it. So first of all, the prerequisite of this JDBC request step is the jar file, and I'm going jar file which we are going to download. We have downloaded in the previous session, like MySQL connection Java jar file. And again, we are going to get this first option as we click on this. So we are going to get this download jar, that's 3.8 MB jar. So click on this download, it's going to download. Once it is downloaded, you will need to unzip it. So I'm going to unzip, and you are going to get this jar file, which is MySQL connector Java latest version. Just copy it and place inside the lib folder of the SoapUI directory. So I'm moving to like C program files, and here we have SmartBear, SoapUI, and lib, and we place the jar file over here. So everything is done. That's my jar file which is placed. Now I'm moving to my SoapUI free version, and we need to set few values over here. So first of all, we need to give the driver path. So if we have the understanding what is the driver path is that is fine. If we not, then we need to go to the Google MySQL driver string. So it's going to show you few options. So here it shows the driver string is com.mysql.jdbc.driver. So I copy this, moving to my SoapUI, and that's my driver string. Now what's your connection string? Here in the connection string, we need to provide database name, username and password. So again, I'm moving to the same location, and here it shows that's a connection string. So that's my connection string, and this one. So my database name, so that's the JDBC MySQL localhost. I have database 3306 is the port number. My database name was test. Now we need to define the username, which is root, and here we need to use question mark. Username is root and password is also root. So I have set all the things which is required. So I execute to check that connection is, we are able to make connection or not. So here it shows connection successfully tested, means I'm able to make connection. One thing I want to update here, like prerequisite for this JDBC request step, that we need to download jar for the connection, for connecting with the database, and place into the lib folder. But it is highly recommended that after placing the jar, restarted this SoapUI project, because if you are not going to restart it, it's not going to make connection, and every time you click on this test connection, it's going to show a message for not connecting with the database. So it's highly recommended to restart SoapUI after placing the jar in the lib folder. Only after that we can make connection. So now once the connection is established, we can write our query. So select ID, name, address, ID name, and let me check what was the third column. So third column was age. So ID name and age from testing table. I want to execute this, and here we see we are getting a result from the database. So here we have almost same approach in SoapUI free version to make connection with the database. The difference is that there we are going to get a UI options where we can select driver, where we can give the minimum information, and it's going to generate this connection string. But here we have to write this connection string. And the same, like if you want to make assertion, we can make assertion. So here to make assertion, we have to write script assertion because we are not going to get direct approach here. So in this session, we have covered how we can make connection with the database. This driver and connection string is completely dependent to the database. So we have to check it, like if I'm going to make connection with the Oracle driver, Oracle database, then we have different driver, we have different connection string. So that's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.